This is page 58, the main idea check. So I'm going to go over my answers for these exercises. Let me just... Okay. So it says here, match the main ideas below to 5 of the paragraphs in reading 3. Write the number of the paragraph on the blank line. So A is product names can tell a story. That's in paragraph 6. Remember, the main idea is usually in the first or second sentence. So then in this case, see paragraph 6. A good name tells a story. If a shoe company chooses a name like Fast Feet, this explains the business this explains the business to the customers. So in this case, product names tell a story. Many companies hire professionals when they need to choose a name. That's in paragraph 3. Again, remember to check the first or second sentence in the paragraph. So here's paragraph 3. Some companies choose their own name. However, because this is a very important decision, other companies ask professionals to help them. Customers' emotional response to a name is very important. That's in paragraph 5. See, it says, the most important factor a company must consider is the emotion people will feel when they hear the name of the company. A name should have a clear connection to the product. That's in paragraph 4. Companies consider many things when they choose a name. They want a name that customers will connect to the company or product. Companies sometimes need to change their name. That's in paragraph 8. It says, finally, sometimes businesses want to find a new name. And then the rest of the paragraph gives examples about that. Okay, look back at reading 3 to answer the following questions. Number 1, reread paragraph 1. What were 2 common choices for company names in the past? So it's A, the name of the person who started the company, and C, the initials. So it says here in paragraph 1, and I actually wrote it down in my notes. So old companies get names from people, for example, Toyota and Ford, and then they also get names from initials. A good name can save money for a company. That's true. That's in paragraph 2. It says here, they may choose that company or product because of its name. That means a company with a good name may not need many advertisements. This can save the company a lot of money. What do some professionals do to find names for business or products? They do research about how people will respond to a name. They give advice about names, and they think about international factors. So they do all 3 of those things. So that's in paragraph 3. See, it says here they research names. They give advice on how people will respond to them. And if it's an international company, they consider international factors. So that's how I got my answer for that question. What is the most important thing that companies must consider when they change the name for a product? When they choose a name for a new product? This is paragraph 5. It's the connection between the name and the product. See, it says here, the most important factor a company must consider is the emotion that people will feel. What will people think when they hear the name? So that's in paragraph 5. So I circled the connection between name and the product. It seems like it should be this one, the customer's emotional response. not that. What do you think companies hope customers will think about when they see these product names? Match the product in the left column to the idea. B, Nike shoes is victory. Remember they mentioned that Nike is the goddess of victory, so that's why they named it that. Xerox is modern technology. Remember when we have X, that makes people think about technology. Google is the power of large numbers because the word Google actually means a very large number. Reebok is speed because it's related to this animal called the Reebok. The name Google is a new word that the company invented to sound technical and powerful. Is that true or false? That is true. And let's look on paragraph 7 for that. It's the company name Google. This name comes from the word Google, which means a very large number. So even though it comes from this word and it has the same pronunciation, they changed it and made a new word, and it's spelled in that way. Which 3D letters sounds technical or scientific? I, X, and E. Right? They mention, I actually wrote it here. E and I, like email or iPhone, and then X. So these letters make things sound more technical. Why do some companies decide to change their name? They want customers to change their ideas about a company or a product. That's in paragraph 8. Because, for example, Kentucky Fried Chicken wanted to change their name from Kentucky Fried Chicken to KFC because they didn't want people to think about fried food. And then this airplane company changed their name when they had a big crash. So they changed their name to make people forget about bad things that happened. Skills review. In Skills and Strategies 4, you learn that writers express the main idea in different places. Sometimes they put the main idea in the first sentence, the second, or the last sentence. It's important to look at all of these possibilities. Sometimes you have to read the entire paragraph to understand what the main idea is. This is because no single sentence gives the main idea. So even though I mentioned that usually the main idea will be in the first or second sentence of a paragraph, sometimes that's not really true. Sometimes we have to get the whole main idea by reading the paragraph and figuring it out by ourselves. So, for example, in paragraph number 1, we find the main idea in the whole paragraph. So here the main idea, right, is that names are very important, and then they give examples of how companies got names. So you have to read the whole paragraph to get that main idea. Number 2, it's the first sentence. A new company must choose its name carefully. 3 is the second sentence. Companies ask professionals to help them choose names, right? That's in the second sentence. Number 4 is also the second sentence. It says they want a name that customers will connect with a company or product. That's the main idea. Number 5, the rest of the paragraph, the main idea is in the first sentence. So 5, we kind of circled it here too. They have to consider the emotion people will feel. Number 6, the main idea is that a good name tells a story. In paragraph 7, the names of some electronic and technology products provide good examples of responses to products. So they give examples of the types of responses people have to those names. And then 8, sometimes companies want to find a new name. So those are the main ideas in each of those paragraphs. So make sure you check those.